the doldrums were tough. We didn't have a lot of wind for a bit. And then now we're going upwind, also sucks. So yeah, just kind of happy to be moving. We're doing 20 knots, pretty much in the direction we want to go. So it could be worse, Doldrums were about 200 miles long in the end. Had some big schools. Yeah, go through them. Now we're cruising north. How do we compare this time in the doldrums to the time on the way down? This was easier. It's much shorter and less activity, so it didn't take us as long. And luckily we only had one day where it was really, really, really hot. And since then we've been in the cloud. So last night we had an issue with when we were trying to put a reef in. It was about 3 a.m. and we were trying to put reef 1 in. And we put reef 1 in, and then me and Molly were in the boom. We were tying down the sail, and then the halyard fell off the lock, so then the boom dropped up to the lazyback, so it dropped about 1/2 meter. But and then it was put on a safety on a horn cleat, the halyard, but then we had to try and get it off the horn cleat to try and rehoist. Well, and we were trying to do that while trying to rehoist. The batten, one of the leech batten, snapped. Just not a important one, but that and a little bit of leech tape fell off the main. So then we then dropped to reef 2 to try and protect that bit of sail. So now we're in reef 2, J2, and we have Stacey taking on the repairs in the boom. You'll see her when you see the off camera. It's a hard place to work. It's moving a lot. There's a lot of wind through there, and to pass anything, one of us has to get in the boom and walk all the way there every time. So it's really not an easy place to repair, but we're soldiering through. So hopefully, I think the wind's supposed to drop in the next few hours. We'll be ready to go with a reef 1 or full main, depending on the wind. What's plan of action going forward? We should start, the wind should drop a bit and we should start reaching, and we should have 3 to 4 days to reach the Azors, and then we have to navigate this high pressure, but yeah, should be good for a couple days. Very speedy. Under 3,000 miles to go. It was very exciting. Yeah, I think that's about it. Sweet. Debs out. Okay. Do you know when last time you saw it? I'll try and have a look down.